Oh, with
Hi,
Brian.
we're live. Yes.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
This was like a sprint to the computer today. Vanessa and
Oh,
I
really?
just
Do you
like
have a really busy
jumped on 2 seconds ago. Kind of busy. My Tina was here today,
day?
so I'm in the middle of a liquidation sale, so we've just had like an insane amount of shipping every day. And Tina just left. And then Rocco called to tell me he was sick. So he was asking for my soup recipe while I was walking
Oh,
lumpy in
okay.
between work and here. You're frozen. No, you're not anymore. Hi. Hi, Anna. How are
I
you?
know I hope it doesn't. If it does this, I'm gonna throw the computer out the window if we have a problem today.
Damn computer. You're a little
So over
pixelated
it.
right now, but usually once it
Oh
runs through
man.
StreamYard, it will post and you'll look crystal clear.
That's so weird how it does
This is
that.
what I looked like
It's
before
so
I put my
weird.
hat on.
Put that hat back on.
It wasn't that bad. Now it's like this hat is I am a
Now you have
mess.
hat hair.
Oh yeah. I was debating whether or not I was going to wash my hair today. My mom's birthday is tomorrow, so we're
Oh.
having a party at her house. So I figured I would shower tomorrow. Hello. Well, I showered. I would wash my hair. Hello, everybody. Just ignore me. Vanessa, why don't you say hello? You just got back from London, so fill us in while I get myself together.
Okay, well, let's give Lori a second to just pull herself together here. She's flustered. She's had a crazy day. So yes, I was actually having a bad hair day earlier. The flat iron, I couldn't get it to do its thing, and it's kind of on the long side right now. So it needs a haircut. You guys are like, "What? It's short." It's like I honestly, is this length drives me nuts. I need it like right here. So that's just how it is.
Funny,
What up, Yost?
oh, Yost is back from his honeymoon.
Honeymoon. Oh,
Hi, Yost. Welcome home. You and your bride. How is your honeymoon? Where did you go? Do you speak British
Twist.
now, Vanessa? Back from London.
No, mate.
Did you have a spot of tea today?
I was actually able to imitate the accent better when I was around it, and now I couldn't do it because my mom was cracking up. We would hear people and I just repeat what they say, and she would just start laughing. It was
I
just
think
like,
that I would love, whenever I can set a GPS or something in a certain accent, I always pick a British accent because I love them.
really? I
Mhm.
yeah, I do. Well, I do like the British accent a lot. I like any accent that's not mine, to be honest with you,
Yeah. I
because
mean,
I
the
don't I
Boston
don't find
accent is not known for like being at all sophisticated
like
or,
like
what up,
like
you
so,
guys?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I went to London. We actually did quite a few cities and towns. So the main cities I visited was London, Liverpool, and Edinburgh.
Oh,
So
fun.
we did those, and then in between, we drove every day on this giant coach tour bus,
Oh,
and there
cool.
was it was like 27 of us, so it was like a 9 day
Oh my
tour
goodness. I
of
was
the entire
wondering how you were
country.
getting around because you made the rounds. Thank you very
Yeah,
much, Yost. Are you missing Boston right now? You can always come back and reopen Apple Boom. We will welcome you back to Boston. We are not in the
yeah.
playoffs
You
or
can make
anything.
you
This
can
is
make
days
Lori
worth.
the manager.
Seychelles is
Lori can
paradise.
manage Applebaum. It looked beautiful, Yost, from what I could see. I mean, wow, that place looked
I haven't
really
seen
cool.
anything. Have you posted pictures, Yost? I haven't been
Oh,
around.
see, me and Yost were like this.
Oh yeah. I'll get them secondhand from Vanessa.
No, we're both on Snapchat, so he'd snap me
Oh, right.
some stuff, and I snap him back, and like I would go live on Instagram, and he would like tune in. I'd be like, Yost, why are you tuning into my life? You're on your honeymoon. I'm boring compared to what you've got going on, dude. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's
yes.
right. Yeah. Yost and I did FaceTime
Oh, when you
at
were
one
with
point too.
Edmund. Fun.
Yeah. When Yost is
Mhm.
supposed to be on his honeymoon. You're not supposed to care what me and Edmund are up to.
So Yost, are you going back to doing your lives and your I love your shows, and I'm always sad when you're on vacation. So who is your next guest? When are you broadcasting again? Who is your co-host? Fill me in. You were injured. What happened? Well, we'll hear from laying dead in bed. Oh my gosh.
Do we really want to know how you got that injury?
On his honeymoon. This could, this is a PG show.
This isn't the After Dark show yet. Just say.
So you had a good time in London. You visited Liverpool.
Yeah,
I really want to get
really
there.
cool. Yeah, I visited Liverpool. We visited a town in Wales. So yeah, I got to see England, Wales, and Scotland, and see all the different towns there. And there was a couple of towns that were just so beautiful, and I love the architecture. And they look like storybook towns, like they weren't real. Kind of like
It's
how
fun
actually where
seeing travel
Yost,
through your eyes because you have a great
yeah.
eye when you're traveling, and you take photos like with your little black and white, your little shoot box, whatever that is, little
Oh
cardboard
yeah,
thing.
man. I'll have a camera here, a camera in this hand, and then I'll put one away and get the phone out, and then I switch. Yeah, I work 3 cameras
I remember when
while
you were in New
I'm.
York, I was like, whoa,
That's right.
whoa.
You got to see that in action.
Yes.
It's just
yes.
it's like, yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yes.
You were like, damn girl, calm down.
No, because my kids give me trouble about being on my phone or taking too many pictures, but I felt I was humbled in your presence. Tomorrow we have Aziza as co-host, and we have Mateus, CEO of Diplomat. Oh, fantastic. Everybody
he's a cool guy. That guy, he's talented. He sings and he plays guitar.
Mateus or Yost?
Yes, he's French. Mateus, how do you say his name? Matthias?
Oh, Matthias. I don't know.
Matthias, I don't know. But yeah, he sings, he's French, and he plays the guitar.
Wow. And he's the CEO of Diplomat. Very exciting.
The pen company. Like, does it get any cooler than that?
So cool.
Wow.
So today we were going to talk about some fall inspired pens because why not? It's October 7th. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season. You would think it would be fall here in Houston, but it's not. It's still hot as hell here.
I know. I texted Vanessa and I'm like, when do you get a reprieve? And she's like, never. It's pretty good. We had a lot of rain here today, which we kind of needed. It's been dry, and we had the most gorgeous weekend ever. I live right near an apple orchard, and it's actually
your area is beautiful. Where you live is so beautiful.
She looks like she's talking. Oh, thank you. You were in slow motion a little bit for a second there. Yeah, it's really fun. We stopped into the apple orchard like 10 minutes before they closed, and I walked in and I saw the owner and I gave her a hug and I'm like, how's it going? She's like, it's Sunday at 6 o'clock. Like it was a zoo. I thought they were going to close, but it didn't look like they were going to close anytime soon. And it was probably a blessing in disguise that they had sold out of their cinnamon apple cider donuts, because I got a big bag of Honeycrisp apples. And then I was making my way towards the donuts, and they said that they were sold out at 6 p.m. So I'm happy for that, actually. Hello, Atomic Elf.
Those sound so good.
Welcome to the show. I know.
I really want to try those donuts.
When you were here. All right. So let's talk. Let's talk fall. What have you got for me, Vanessa? Do you want to share your bag?
What have I
got? Get into our rhythm?
Sure, I can do that. I can show my bag. It's new, and it's from a brand that I really like a lot called Pagan All. So I follow them on Instagram, and I just love their bags.
That is so adorable.
This is called the Pipit. And I was using it yesterday as a purse, just, for fun. I was trying it out. And so I put this little safety pin that has bells on it to drive my daughter crazy, and it worked. It did. She hated it.
Oh, I feel
So
like you should have like a long, like a skirt on, like with
right, it's like
some. Yes, yes. Mm.
so yeah, so I was carrying it around, but I decided it would probably be served best as a little thing to hold, some my journals.
I love that.
So yeah, so I got a few journals in here, but I want to show one journal in particular, and it's this beauty right here.
We've been
Just like
chatting about this as well.
we have ever since I visited Lori back in August. We went to Boston General and we saw this beautiful journal there by a French company called La Compagnie du Craft. I had to read it on the back of the
gorgeous.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's this beautiful soft leather. And I imagine once it gets broken in, it's going to be super, super nice. And so you open that and it has like a, hey, this is about our company. But you do that and it has this really cool craft paper in it that's it's lined. You can't really see it, I guess, on camera.
It's hard to see the lines, but oh yeah, that's better. Oh, they're nice and thin.
Yeah, so it has the paper has a bit of character, and then on the, I don't know if y'all could see this.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah. So it's not really fountain pen friendly, but it does do okay with a very fine nib that I'm going to show you in this pen.
Okay. Oh, is that the new Navalar?
It's the new Navalar Eclipse. This is what color is this one? It's, I have it written down. Electrum.
That is so sharp. Tell us what's special about this pen, Vanessa.
So this pen, it has a very fine nib, but what's really cool about this pen is how the pen retracts. So usually on pens, you have like a plunger thing at top here. This pen doesn't do that. This pen is way different. So it's almost like a weapon. You just like,
it looks like a puzzle.
Ooh. It does look like a puzzle. So yeah, you do that to
that
retract.
Is so cool.
Right? It's so different. And that to get the nib out.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So like, I mean, like I could, it's like,
I had no idea that that's how it worked. I say it all the time. This company is so underrated. I feel like
I agree.
I mean, they're like the Nautilus in ebonite, like just under $200 for ebonite.
Yeah,
they have Rishi. They have so many innovative items.
You take. That's what I feel like. I'm pumping a gun.
Just because she didn't have her weapon today, so this serves.
I do. I do have the weapon. Actually, sorry, I meant to grab that out of the bag. But I had to show. I wanted to show the pen. Also, Yost will say, "Where is the pen available at?" It's available at Appleboom. Just so you know.
Yes. So. and they have it in a couple colors. What does that retail for? Do you know, Vanessa, roughly?
I want to say it's around $90 to $100.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's way more inexpensive than like a pilot vanishing point. So yeah, and I mean it's really the facets are very, very interesting.
I am really impressed with that. I may have to try that.
So here's a close up of that. Oh,
Hi, Claire Coco. Welcome, honey.
Hey, Claire.
I'm thinking about all my Floridian friends. Claire, you're included. My brother is debating on whether or not he has to evacuate right now. He's in
that's just so. I mean, it's headed like right towards like the center of it.
Right down the middle. Yeah, it's
right
crazy.
down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy. So, Claire, I hope everything is cool.
She has a big trip to Italy planned, so she's hoping she can get out.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a great time to.
I don't know, Claire. Maybe you just go 48 hours early and just. Head over.
Yeah.
All right. So, what was your weapon? I'm sorry, I missed your weapon.
I just want to show you all that close up. It is like a puzzle.
That's so cool.
So yeah, it's very, very cool. But my weapon you might recognize also, because you saw this before, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to travel with it, so I didn't get it when we were there, but I got it now.
Oh, did you order that from Boston General?
Yeah, I got it when I got the notebook.
Oh, that was smart. That was so
Yeah.
smart.
So it's a fish, but it's also a knife.
Ooh.
Look at that.
She finds her weapons in all places. They actually had a fair amount of knives at Boston
They
General.
did. They had
Yeah.
quite a few really nice knives. So I just like this one because it's quirky. It's a little little fish.
That is
Yeah, got a
very
little-
cool. I love
Yeah.
the little suede string attached too.
Yeah.
And that the blade actually looks like the fin. Very cool.
Yeah. It's very thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very, very cool. But yeah, I
Yeah,
enjoy it.
that's a very special store. And I have to
That's a
say,
cool store.
I follow them on Instagram and I clicked on one of their listings and they just showed a video of like a line. It reminded me of the line at Yoseka for Stationery Fest. Like
That was
around,
because they had the warehouse opened up. It was like
yes,
a warehouse sale. I was like, oh my gosh.
I did not get that memo. I was like, what the heck did I miss? I missed a
You
big
totally
warehouse
miss.
sale.
I mean, like they have like lots of stuff on sale there. I mean, I was like, oh, I wish I could go. That
I'm
would be
so sad I missed it. I truly am.
I'm
Jamie
sad
has
for you
a
too.
cat knife.
Oh, a
That
cat
sounds like
knife.
fun.
That's cute.
Tom says, my Nevlar Eclipse with medium nib writes almost like an extra fine. Oh, wow. That surprises me.
Yeah. Well, this one's a fine and it writes like a extra fine too. So
Okay. So definitely size up if you are.
for sure. Yeah. If you like a broader nib, definitely size up. Yeah. It's a
I love it
tiny
that it's like, is it like a matte gold? Or
yeah,
like,
it's kind of a matte, but it's not quite gold. It's almost more of a like an orange gold.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I thought this would also be a good fall pen because of the color. It's like an
Absolutely.
orangey gold color, and the ink in it is also kind of an orangey gold to match.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a really interesting pen, and it also has like they've got it in a silver and a black. So if, depending on what you're into,
I like the gold. I mean, the black is probably really cool too, but I do like the gold. If I had to pick.
I mean, it's cool. I pick all three. I thought that I saw all three of them at Dromgold's before I left town, and I like all of them. I think they're all really cool.
Oh, that's nice. That is fun to see something new and exciting.
I know. It's very, very new. Apparently it took them about 10,000 years to design this. So
10,000. Wow.
yeah, a long time. Very long time. Yes.
R&D. Their budget must be through the roof.
It's crazy. It is crazy. So what you got?
What do I have?
What do you have?
I shared my new and exciting thing on social media. I did a video about it yesterday.
I saw it.
I ended up getting a Louis Vuitton notebook cover.
It's so pretty.
And I really, really am in love with it. So I'll show you the without all my props version. So it's an A5 Slim, which is an adjustment for me because I actually really love this size. I'm considering getting, I have a notebook in here from, this is a Moleskine notebook. I know.
What?
This was like free someplace, or I thrifted it for real. And then I was like doing like a food diary in here, and then I ripped the pages out, and then that's what my video was. I put some washi tape down the center.
Oh, well, hey, that was a good save.
To make it pretty again, and then I did it in the back, and I did it like with like fall inspiration. But here's what I really love about this notebook, and I just want to say, like, I received a couple comments on my YouTube video, which just made me laugh. Like, I would never pay blah, blah, blah for a notebook cover. And it is a luxury item. I acknowledge that. I'm not saying you should go out and buy this. Before I got into pens, I was really into luxury handbags. And so kind of buying luxury notebook covers now, this feeds my soul more than the handbags do. So this is where the money is going. But this is what I love. Look at the inside. It has the monogram on the inside. This is called the Emily notebook, and it has like one little thing here, little, for a card. I made my own little bookmark. And then of course you have like the side panels here. So they also have one with the monogram on the outside, and they have like an animated duck and they have an animated bunny, like a yellow duck and a hot pink bunny. And then you open it up and this side is like light blue or pink. It's really funky, but you know me, I'm more like into the classics and the neutrals.
Sure.
And so it was an easy pick for me when I saw this. So yeah, I've really been enjoying it. And then there's another, I tried a bunch of different notebooks in here that worked. This is something I picked up when I was in Boston this weekend.
Oh, that's cute.
I think that it's called Aberdeen Press.
Uh-huh.
What's funny, or Albertine Press, and it's got like this little birdie. The funny thing about this here notebook is I went to a yard sale down the street from me about a month ago. I have all the footage from it, and the woman who was hosting the yard sale was the first female rep for Schaefer. Because I just said, do you happen to have any fountain pens? And she just looked at her husband, and her husband was like, does she have any fountain pens? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, nobody ever asks me that. And she said she was the first female sales rep for Schaefer. So she had like all of like, I have the footage from it. She had all these pens. But she was also a wholesale stationery distributor, or like had her own shop. So she had a bunch of these notebooks for sale. Like she had NYC. I should send you the London one. She had a London one.
Oh, cool.
She had Connecticut, which I just like pasted over because I don't know. There's really nothing that I'm doing in Connecticut. This is dusted truffle.
Is that dusted truffle all over the cover?
Yes, I was just trying to be creative with it.
That's cool.
But she didn't have Boston, which was no big deal. She had like New Hampshire. Anyways, I bought them all because they were like $1 a piece. And I'm like, I'll give them away. I'll sell them, whatever. Then I was in the North End with Jay, which is Little Italy in Boston. And we walked into a bookstore, store, and they had Boston. I was like, oh my gosh, this was $12, of course. My other ones were $1. But I picked this up because it also fits in this notebook. It's a good little fit. But this is the notebook I bought specifically to go in it. This is Travelers Company spiral bound notebook.
Yes.
This is a perfect fit. The only thing that makes me nervous about this is it's got the spine, and I'm just a little worried that it will leave a mark in the center there.
What if you covered that with like a washi tape, the spiral?
I wonder, but then like when I open the book, I don't know if that would like get in the way, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like to baby my stuff. And this is I'm actually considering, because I think Sterling Ink makes just a Traveler's notebook, a full-size one. And I'm thinking about getting one, just an open notebook. And instead of going through multiple like Leutram notebooks, which I go through about once a quarter for my morning pages, to switch to that and just make this like my morning pages notebook with a big, thick notebook in there and just write in that every day and probably go through 2 a year.
Here we go. This is actually an interesting observation, which is so true. It's like you'll go buy like, a big coffee at Starbucks or whatever, and it's like something else like, ooh,
It's so true. And I feel like everybody has their thing, like I would not want to spend a ton of money on a watch, say, some people are as crazy about their watches as we are about pens.
Yeah.
I don't really have a luxury watch, or some people might do really luxurious cars. Everybody has their thing. Mine happens to be freaking,
notebook covers,
unnecessary notebook covers.
So anyways, that is just beautiful.
I am in love with it.
Wow.
Feel free. Everybody go get one. Tag me when you buy
feel free. Go get your own.
So then my husband and I, Jay's birthday was on the 2nd. And for his birthday, he wanted to go on like a spooky tour at Hammond's Castle, which is in Gloucester, Mass, which is like 10 minutes north of Salem, which is an absolute mess right now. Salem, you can't get near the town of Salem the entire month. It was a 40-minute backup on the highway, and we couldn't understand what was going on. And we were driving, and finally we saw the exit for Salem, and then it was like clear. And it was Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. on like October 3rd. We're not talking like the week of Halloween or the weekend. This was a Thursday at 3:30. We went to Hammond's Castle and we did a spooky tour. And I bought this little key at Hammond's Castle. They just had like a little bowl. And I picked this up and then I repurposed a little traveler's notebook elastic. And then this is the bag that my key came in at Hammond's Castle. And I put some washi tape on here and I made it a little pen sleeve.
Oh my goodness.
And then you can
that is such a great idea.
Your pens in here. And I even did a test, like when you turn it upside, that my Pelican goes, but the SD stays.
Of course, the Esterbrook stays.
The Esterbrook stays. And then I had a whole little vibe going.
Oh, that is really cute.
My little fall Halloween vibe. And it's been really fun. And I know this is paper. I don't expect this will last very long, but I think it's really cute. And just at home, it's been working really great. So that's my little fall love.
I love it. I think that's wonderful. It's so creative and how you worked all of the, the fall stuff together with the orange elastic and
vision,
the key. It's great.
Recycled my moleskin notebook. I just made it all fresh and new. And then stay tuned because who knows what we can do with this in the month of December with like red pens.
Oh, yeah.
Red and white and gold and green. It'd be really fun. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yes, absolutely. That would be great. Louis Vuitton has the dark brown version. Did you notice if that was an option?
Vanessa, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have this in red.
Shut up.
It's called the Louis Vuitton Emily notebook cover.
I'm gonna have to go look at it.
To answer your question, I think the ones that had the dark brown, like the monogram print, they had the characters on them. And that, really adorable. But for the money I spent, I decided to go like a very classic route. Sometimes I wish I was more fun and free flowing, but sometimes I just this was a sure. I love the monogram with black. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah. Well, I think what you chose is very classy. Like I probably would have went for a safe, classy choice than cartoon characters or whatever.
Yeah. And I think it was a special artist. So maybe if somebody had an affinity, for, so this is, I will show. So do you see? This is actually in this. I guess it's all the same price. But here's the bunny.
Okay. It's cute, but it's a little too cute.
It's cute. I'm not a cutesy person. I take that back. No, there is in fact a red one. So these are the bright colors, which again, I went for the black, but here we go. They do have the red. Wait a second. Sorry. I'm so sorry. This is annoying. Here's the red.
Oh.
And it's the leather. But I just want to see what
beautiful.
The interior is because that's kind of so it's got this.
Is it monogram?
It's the monogram interior.
I'm dying.
Vanessa, start putting a little money aside each week. Sell one of your $375 not dollar pen. You have 375 pens. Pick one that doesn't speak to you.
Sure.
Sell it. And we can have black and red matching.
That would be really cool. Gosh.
Damn
you, Lori. What are you doing?
Yeah, the print is a lot. Isabel, this is the one that I'm looking to get. A few people commented on my video and said this particular notebook from Sterling Ink would fit. It's much bigger than the Weeks. The Weeks gets lost. Oh, and one more comparison for anybody who's interested, because I did show this in my video. This is a traveler's notebook next to it.
Oh, wow.
So hold on. So it is a little bigger than a traveler's notebook, but traveler's notebook size refills do work in here. It's just if I go like this.
Is it too slim though? Like the refills for a traveler's notebook?
It's a little slim in there. It is a little slim, but if you put like a jump band in and you do like multiple, then I think it works a little bit better.
Okay.
And of course, I don't have an insert handy. They're everywhere in my house. Lumpy, say hi to Auntie Vanessa.
Hey, Hey, cutie. Lumpy. You forgot me already. Did you forget about me already? She's like, who is that? Why is that crazy person?
You are being a good boy. I'm selling a stipula for a notebook cover. See?
Yeah.
Speaking of stipula.
Wait, is there any other? Claire can get like another color and we can like all three like.
Once we all have one, we'll have Claire on the show, and you
we
know
could
what
just
we could do? We could do like a Louis Vuitton specialty show, and we'll share all of our leather goods. Funny enough, you guys know how I love to order things secondhand, and sometimes I get a little too excited, and I don't read the description that says the piston is broken.
What did you do?
I ordered a stipula. It was $12. And I don't own a stipula, and it was tortoise, and I was like, and I had credit on Poshmark. And the thing doesn't work. But look at how
no, it is really pretty.
But yeah, this just doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't move.
Oh my gosh, well, that's a shame.
It is a crying shame, and it's a stub nib, and I need a tortoise pen in my life.
Did you at least did you dip it? To try the nib?
It writes beautifully.
It does write nice.
It's like a $200. It's a date, Claire. Let us know when you have your notebook cover. We'll have a Louis Vuitton show. We'll be real. No one will come.
No one will show up
unless we have Louis Vuitton pens, which there are some Louis Vuitton fountain pens out there. I've seen them pop up on the.
Oh yes, they do exist, but
yes,
yeah,
that would be fun.
That would be
so which
fun.
stipula are you selling? See, I don't have a stipula, so I was excited to get that. You know, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. $12.
That's the way it always is. But you know what? Someone's Ute's like, maybe somebody can fix that.
You know I was thinking about that. Why did that? Oh, because we keep trying to put him up there.
I was like, will you stop hiding that? I'm trying to show her. Damn it, Lori, stop.
Hands off. Hands off. You can remove the nib section. You could use it as an eyedropper. Oh,
that's okay. I mean that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to. I wonder, is it threaded, maybe, or because if you could eyedropper it somehow, that would be really.
Doesn't seem to be moving.
Oh,
it's such an attractive pen. I really, really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
In Italy. It's like a $200 pen.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Claire, our friend, who's our friend who works on the Mont Blancs? What's his name? He was on our show.
What is his name?
Claire will think of it. Claire knows his name.
Yes, because Claire knows him pretty well.
Sid,
yes.
Maybe Sid could fix it.
Maybe. Maybe. Sid's a nice guy.
Oh, Philip. Maybe Philip could take care of it.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, because the people who tinker with nibs, I'm sure they tinker with pens, like in general.
Yeah.
Just to,
I'll bring it to it's too bad like the pen show circuit's done, because like I would have brought it to a pen show to see if somebody like could do something with it. Yes.
I know. Well, just hang on to it. I mean, it was only $12. Hang on to it. Maybe you can kind of mess with it and see if, maybe you can do something with it. And if not, then there's next season.
Over the weekend, I just kind of used it as a dip pen, because I could, but that was disappointing. But if I read the fine print, stipula.
Yeah, that's right. It is. It's like you would expect it to twist a certain way, and it's backwards.
And you know where I learned that?
It's so weird.
There's this girl named Vanessa, and she did a review on this very pen in gold or silver.
I think it was
a
both.
Goulet exclusive. You have both, and you were like, Rachel. Yes, when I Googled it. See, this is how I found Vanessa in the first place, because she always had pens that I was interested in. And I was looking for a review on this, and there are only like 2 or 3 reviews on the internet, and yours was one of them.
It's pretty crazy. But nobody else has reviewed that.
There was one guy who reviewed it. I can't remember his name, but he had bought them on Amazon. He got a pretty good deal on it. But yes, you were the one who said it turned in the other direction. I'm like, maybe that's the problem. So I tried, but it didn't. It just doesn't.
I mean, that is just insane.
It's just not
it's
moving.
like maybe it needs to have some, Maybe if you hit it on the table a couple times, like how we used to bang the TV when it started rolling. You
Wouldn't
just
this have
bang
been
on the
so
TV.
cute too with my
That would
black?
have been very nice. But you know what? I have, let me see, did I bring it up? Oh, I have a tortoise pen that maybe you should look into. I
Hi,
think they still
Marina.
make it.
Thanks for joining the show. Yeah,
Thank you,
Jamie, I might
Marina.
send it to Stipula. I looked online.
Damn it. Dogs have to start barking again.
Lumpy's getting excited.
Sorry, Lumpy. It's the female chihuahua. She's nuts.
Come on up.
Nuts.
He hears. He wants to see what's
Yes.
going on.
Please
What's
excuse
going
Rhonda's
on?
behavior. She's crazy. She
on?
barks at everything. So this pen is a beautiful tortoise pen. This is a platinum century celluloid,
Yes.
and I love the celluloid pens very much. I would post that.
I love platinum.
I do too.
I love your nail color too.
Thank you. I thought it'd be very autumn looking. It's a chameleon polish, so in some light it's gold.
Oh, very
Sometimes
cool.
it looks a little more purple. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm.
But yeah, I was looking for a more fall like color, and that one just kind of seemed to work. But yeah, I think that the platinum celluloid pens are super nice. It has the same nib as your 3776 centuries, so
Yeah.
you can interchange these nibs with other, pens that you have. I've done that before. But this is a nice one. So
That is a beautiful tortoise. That's a beautiful one. I cannot believe that I did not have a tortoise.
You don't even have a tortoise Esterbrook?
No. Actually, when we were at Stationery Fest, I had said to Brian that I wanted to get that one with the mini stub. That's like on my list.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have when I bought my platinum celluloid, I got the calico. I was between the calico and the tortoise. And to be quite honest, because this was 2 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I know myself. I'll have 100 tortoise pens. But this calico was so unique that I decided to get that one. And here I am 2 years later, and this is my only tortoise pen and it's broken. So first world problems, my friends.
So my daughter just got back. So the dogs are going to go nuts first.
Well, I can share another.
I was going to say it's going to take.
You need to mute or something.
I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'll mute until she gets in the house. So.
I feel like Banu has fantastic.
I also brought that pen out for.
Oh, good. Okay, so do you have your bourbon, right?
Yeah, this is bourbon on the rocks, right?
Yes, bourbon is just so fantastic for fall. I mean, it has like every fall color. And I can't even bring this out in the month of September because it's like too October perfect, right?
It's just too, the colors are just too fall.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And with the black center here too, it makes it even more Halloween-y. I think I bought this secondhand and it's fantastic. I think this is a broad nib. And you know what ink I put in here that I really love? It's a J. Urban 1861 orange one. Hold on. Let's go on a field trip, friends.
I'm trying to think of what the orange
Here's
one is.
My inks up here. Come on.
I love the way you have that organized. It's so nice and clean.
Yeah, but then the mess is in other places. Cornel de Egypt.
Oh, this
has like a cool shimmer.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at this and I'm imagining that. I don't have that one, but I might have to get it just so I can use this.
I mean, look at like when you shake it up and you see that shimmer.
It's like a ball of fire.
It's awesome.
Gosh, it's really, really nice.
And I also think that I have this in my Esterbrook Rocky Top, which is another fan favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love it. And somebody DM'd me on Instagram, and if you're here and I've forgotten your name, forgive me. They told me because Lau ended up getting the
he got the Accutron pen. He sent me
a message.
You
a shout out. I saw on Instagram. He's like, Vanessa, look what I found.
I know.
But they also have the somebody messaged me and said they have the Gold Rush in purple.
Yes.
That Esterbrook had it back on their site. And I don't know if I just missed it because I went there and it was not there.
Huh.
But that's another pen I would really love.
That's when you're trying to
The purple and gold one.
Yeah,
Which
that's a
platinum
really
was
nice one.
that?
This is the
Tortoise.
Tortoise 377. Hold on.
Rewind.
Okay. 3776 Century Celluloid pen, which is, I'm trying to get closer so you can see it in the light. But yeah, it's probably one of the most perfect tortoise pens around, I think. It's really beautiful. So,
There is a woman who I follow who I love her content. She's like journaling with jazz. I think she's like a Bay Area person. She found a vintage 18 karat gold nib platinum tortoise, like quite by accident, I guess.
wow.
And now she's like, she said it has ruined her for like normal platinums with the 14 karat gold nib, the modern ones. She said it's like
Really?
the most incredible writing experience. Then I think she found like a second one on eBay. She paid up for it and she's like, I'm done. Like, I don't think I'll ever own another platinum 3776, but this vintage with an 18 karat gold nib. Is this like a well-known thing in the vintage community? I had never known that there was an
I
18
don't
karat
know.
gold option. And it
I
sounds
didn't
like when
either.
they come up for sale, they're really expensive and they sell really fast.
I
But
guess because they're super rare.
yeah, but she
Because
had a
yeah,
tortoise one and it was gorgeous.
yeah. Apparently there's another celluloid one. See you later, Claire.
Bye, Claire.
Please stay safe.
Stay
And
safe this week.
yeah.
I'm gonna get my my platinum while you're chatting.
So yeah, there's like there's different celluloid colors. Apparently there's another one, and I saw it on, I think it was Peyton Street Pens, their account. And I was like, I haven't seen this celluloid before. And they said, yeah, it was like from like 20 years ago or something.
Yes.
And I was like, but they wanted a lot for it. So I was like, oh, that's nice.
It's one of those things that you can kind of put on your radar and check in on eBay every once in a while. And if you happen to get lucky, like 5 minutes after somebody posts it. But I think it's always fun to have a pen like that you're like on the lookout for. Like clearly none of us need it. We'll all be fine without it. But if we happen to see one.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. We all love the hunt, don't we? That's part of the fun, is the process.
I agree.
And then once you get it, it's like, eh.
You're like, what's next?
What's next on the list? Yeah,
I know it. I feel like I've had a credit at Atlas and I'm super grateful for it. And I keep going to Atlas. Like I picked up a Twisby this week, but I feel like it's a decent amount of money that I could invest in something special.
yeah.
And I think it's part of that hunt. I think that on one hand, it's like burning a hole in my pocket because I have it. And then on the other hand, I'm like, well, I can order it anytime. Like it's not that excitement. Like I'm searching for something or
there's just something about the hunt that is just, it's like when you're first dating somebody and it's so exciting and you're getting to know each other kind of thing.
It's everything's new.
Everything's fresh and new. And it's like that same feeling.
Yes. Is there anything that you're hunting for right now?
Not particularly, but I mean, I might have to put that platinum 18 karat gold nib on my list because that sounds intriguing.
Yeah, you check out her video, Journaling with Jas, Jas. She does a lot of Traveler's Notebook content and stuff. She's lovely. I love her content.
Yeah.
This is my calico. I figured I would bring this over so we could show the calico next to the tortoise as side by side.
That's actually a good idea. Yeah, because they're so different. The color scheme is.
Yeah.
Do you want to like have them rotate at the same time? Like,
ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's like on HSN. Like.
I got this with the medium nib, which I absolutely love.
I think, what do I have? I think it's a broad because I like platinum broad nibs.
The only broad nib that I have from platinum is the Izumo, and I think it's a different nib than this. The
president nib, yeah, it has a president nib.
Yes, so
I think it writes 1,000 times better than this nib.
It is,
in my opinion.
That it's a very broad nib, but it's like butter, but it's beautiful. It's like butter, but it writes very different than this.
It's different. Yeah, there's more feedback with the platinum nibs.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. And this one,
Oh, I love that.
I got
one.
at the same time as this when Jay went to Japan. So I got this in a medium and this in a fine, not really knowing platinum very well. These were my first 2 platinum pens. I'd never written with them.
Good choices though for your first
Not bad,
your first
right?
rodeo.
I did not mess around. He came home with like
No,
a
you didn't.
23 with a sailor. I was like, this is like Claire jokes and Peter will say to her, this is for your 119th birthday. Cause she keeps like he keeps saying next year's birthday.
I have to say that Van Gogh pen she has, that would have been for my like 150th birthday.
That Van Gogh pen is something.
I looked at the price because I was like, well, we have a guest. Everybody, it's my daughter.
I didn't know you were on this.
Do you think I was in here talking to myself?
Yeah. Get this. It's crazy. So I went to Target and it's Tacita. They had none of my self tanner that I like.
Oh,
So I'm like, I'll just go to the one in Humble. So I went to the one in Humble, right? And I'm checking out and I hear, hey, Aaron. And I look behind me. It's my boss.
Oh,
It was my boss. Isn't that funny? So I even said, oh, don't worry. I'm leaving tonight. Because I was like, oh my gosh, she might think I'm lying about leaving to Arizona.
Oh.
So yeah.
you didn't like turn around like
Call out of
"What?"
work at this very
No,
minute.
I just looked and I was like, oh my gosh. And I told her, I was like, look, this is my
Here,
manager.
come bend down lower here into the camera. Look how
Hi,
pretty
cutie.
she is.
How are you?
Isn't she gorgeous?
And then we're at the light, right? I'm dropping Cora back off to her car at Lone Star.
Uh-huh.
Abdul passes us.
Why
Who's
did
Abdul?
some boy? Gosh, this like why do we have to hear me and Lori and 66 other people have to hear?
Because they
It's
wanna
fun.
hear it.
You want to say hi to Aaron, Lumpy?
Look at her dog.
Dear Lumpy.
Isn't he the
Aw.
cutest dog ever?
He's really cute.
I would give up all of our dogs for Lumpy.
That's
I
terrible.
wouldn't. We have, what about Rhonda?
Who is Abdul? You don't want to know.
People
Just
are
some
invested.
crazy
Who's
boy. I know.
Abdul? Do we approve?
I don't, if I do this, can you hear? Or maybe you can hear Lori.
Rhonda's will not shut up.
Let's see here.
We need.
We need the tea now. How old are your viewers, bro?
Probably about same age as me and Lori.
Middle-aged women, and it's exciting to hear, like, you know. I can't interrupt you.
Oh my gosh.
It's because you're in
Be
here.
quiet!
Don't piss her off.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Continue. Don't let me stop
I
now.
don't know what you
Ah.
said. You haven't
We're
stopped
just talking
before,
about
so-
pens.
So we're still talking about pens.
Yeah. So this was in a fine, and this is what Josh worked on at Stationery Fest.
Did he like adjust it in any way?
Yeah, he kind of made it like kind of a little stubby and
That's
made
right.
it more just like a better ink flow. So it made a big difference because I just didn't reach for it, and it was kind of a special pen.
That's
So
a beautiful pen. I mean,
yeah.
that's one I missed. I missed the boat on that one, and then there was a white one too,
This
wasn't
one.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But,
think they're
you know.
both still around. I feel like they've been restocked, especially the
Yeah.
black one. If
They
you
made it
really
seem
want
like it was going to be so exclusive when they came out. Like, act
Yeah.
now, or you'll never see it again. You know.
Well, it
And
was a cool concept, you know, the shape of heart with the Swarovski crystals and all that. Like that was
Yeah.
a cool thing.
I can't even reach your face. Oh, there you go.
Aaron, do you like your Love Shack fancy cup?
Do you like your Love Shack fancy cup?
I love it. I actually use it. I don't even use water bottles.
Yeah. Angie was acting like she wasn't that interested. And I'm like, well, okay, I ordered one for you, but and she's like, I'm going to Madrid, Mom. People are gonna make fun of me. That is like screams
would they make
American,
fun of
like
that?
walking around. Does your
Why
daughter
would they
have-
make fun of that? That's so American, I
It's
guess.
so American. She brought it anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. First of all, Erin, you have to answer this question. Do you have a favorite fountain pen?
She's not a fountain pen user.
I like a pink one.
Which one? This one?
If you had to pick one.
I want like a fancy like metal one with a gold nib.
Pretty.
You could tell she's very well schooled in fountain pen.
Yes. You know, perhaps
so-
since we're talking about platinum, maybe the Sakura, the pink Sakura with the gold nib. That's a beautiful 3776 too. That's celluloid.
I have that one. It's in the cabinet.
I love it.
Magic cabinet.
I do love that pen a lot.
Yeah, that was my first one, my first platinum celluloid. I saw that and it was pink and it had that texture. I was like, oh my gosh.
Love the texture. It's so beautiful.
Have that pen. Yes. So that was like the first one. So, but I have to show you the quintessential fall fountain pen is obviously Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest. That's right.
Of
It
course.
actually is. I sold my Oktoberfest.
You did?
I did. And it was just like I couldn't get it all. It was very tight.
Oh. Well, the only place where the threading is actually tight here is on the grip section. And then, yeah.
Yeah, like turning it like this, it took forever. Look at that little cutie.
Yeah, I would gladly trade you Rhonda for Lumpy.
Oh, yeah, Rhonda, block your ears.
Oh, could y'all go like make out in another room? This is getting gross. I'm getting grossed out.
So such a cutie.
Yeah.
I know. We always have the dogs on the show here. What was I going to say? I forget. I had something to share, and it's gone. It's gone now.
Careful with that pen.
She's chosen a pen.
She chose the platinum.
Ah,
the platinum
tortoise. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I do need to get the Esterbrook one.
Yeah, I think you would really like the Esterbrook tortoise. It's just, to me, that pen looks like something that you would have in your collection.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I agree. And I think I'm just being cheap because I want to get the mini stub on it. And I don't think I can get that with Atlas credit. So I have to like pay out of pocket, you know?
Well, you could get the pen through Atlas, but you can always get the nib.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
So yeah, you can do that.
It is nice to have the flexibility to like swap out nibs and that sort of thing.
Right. That's
I do
the beauty
appreciate
of that.
that.
Totally. You got any other fall pick pens?
What else do I have in front of me? I went with like a couple not so typical. I feel like I've been neglecting my Leonardos lately. So I brought them out.
Oh,
this is Andromeda. This is the Stilo in style. And it's like a dark purple, you know, because like I feel like eggplant is a nice color. And this is the Dromgoole exclusive,
which is
Mount Olympus. And it's like that nice gold.
Yes.
Yeah. So I just felt like these were colors of fall that were pretty. I mean, I have like typical, like my brown Pelican.
Right.
And then like the Renaissance brown.
Right.
I have so many brown pens. I feel like half of my
that's
pens
what.
are
So
fall
I brought.
inspired.
So what I brought to the table, I brought. Okay, so this is a classic. You all probably recognize this one. This is a Parker Duofold.
Beautiful.
It's the big red, but the red is actually more orange. So it actually is a very nice fall pen. But I have to say that these Parkers have the most beautiful nibs I've ever seen.
Is this a vintage or?
No, this is modern.
Okay.
See if you can see it here. I'll do that.
I do not have one.
Can you see it okay?
Yeah, it's two-toned. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful pen.
So gorgeous.
Isn't it? So yeah, this is a modern one, but I would love to get my hands on a vintage big red Parker. But even the finial is really pretty.
That is really pretty pen.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It's very cool. Found it on Amazon, of all places, a few years back.
Oh, see, now I have a lot of Amazon gift cards just waiting for a rainy day. I'm going to look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look for
all right.
You might find it. But
so
it's a nice, juicy nib on it and everything.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we can't go without, back to the land. I mean, it just screams.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Absolutely.
It just screams fall, right?
I have my brown one over there, which I really do love. Although now I refer to it as my Scooby-Doo pen.
Your Scooby-Doo.
Because a viewer said that it reminds them of Scooby-Doo, and now I can't unsee it. But I'm okay with that because we like Scooby-Doo.
It does look like,
Look at it. I mean, this is like total Scooby-Doo vibes.
It is
right?
total
This is the exact color of his collar.
Mr. Machine, it looks like Shaggy.
That doesn't look like Shaggy.
Mr. Machine is blue. Shaggy's green.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, Shaggy is green. I have just a couple affordable classics that are just such classics, and I love these colors together.
Oh, yes.
But some Kaweco, you know, we have like this is the brown one, the chocolate brown that I picked up secondhand. And then
Right.
the olive green, and do they call this oxblood or maroon or wine? What's the
I don't
official
know,
name
but
for
it's
this one?
beautiful. I love that color.
But I think they're really pretty. And I love like the antique clip. I have a couple of the more like modern looking clips, but they're not my
The one
favorite.
that's more square.
This one.
Yes. Mhm.
It's the only one that I have, and I don't like it as much. I feel like
I
these
don't either. I like the vintage clip much better.
yeah, it
It has
just
a lot more
feels
personality.
so nice. Yeah,
Mm.
I love those. I mean, I could keep going. I have the do you have the
I have like the
oh yeah,
I made some pics earlier today and I put them in the little the back to the land pouch
I
and
love
just
that.
stuck a couple in here because all the colors of this is, it's very much
Very
fall.
earth tone. Yeah, back to the
Yes.
land. Welcome, Bettina. First time actually catching you ladies live. We're so
Yeah.
happy you made it.
I've
What
seen your
about
name here and there.
in the comments? Can everybody like
Yeah.
either let us know what your pen is today or let us know, bye
She's
Erin.
finally gone. Oh my gosh.
Let us know what your favorite fall pen is, or the one that maybe one you have on your wish list, one that you're using today.
Yeah,
And
I
what
would
about
absolutely love to
accessories?
hear everybody else's picks.
Favorite fall ink? How about fall ink?
I did bring out some ink swatches.
Oh, let's see.
So let's see here. So to go with the greens, this is L.L.Bean from
Ooh.
Pelican. It's a really nice green. And then this one here's the Quirky leaf from Esther Brooks, Back to the Land.
I love that.
It matches the pen.
That is so cool. I need to get those inks.
I like the color, but to me it writes a little too light.
It's a little light,
use.
almost like like a chartreuse. Myrna says Opus 88 in harmony in brown. That sounds like I would like it. I don't have
It
an
does
Opus
sound
88.
like you would like that.
Yeah.
That's why we did meet at Station. I was like, I know your name. So yeah.
Fantastic. Yes. Favorite fall ink is Diamine Writer's Blood.
That is a very good one. Then Trinidad, yes, definitely the Esterbrook JR Pumpkin. Yes. I don't have that one, but that is like such a quintessential fall pen.
Because it has the orange finial, right? It's like chocolate brown with the orange finial.
Yes.
Is that the right one? That is wonderful.
Yes.
Enjoy these moments while they last, Vanessa.
These moments have been happening now for 19 years.
I have some news. I have some fun news to share.
Okay.
Big news in the Tata house. Rocco just sent us a letter. He got accepted to study abroad. Guess where he's going?
Spain.
Madrid. In the
spring.
Yes. So I'm going to have two of my babies in Madrid in January.
Oh my gosh. You're going to have to go visit.
Yeah, well, he was going between Madrid. The Madrid program was a little more difficult to get into. And then there was one in Lancaster, England, which was northwest, I believe. And London was down here. It was like opposite. Right. But it was near like some national parks and it was very green. But that's kind of what he's in like upstate Maine. So he kind of wanted to go to a city to have a little change of scenery. Sure. But he wasn't sure he was going to get into the program, but he got in. So the two of them are going to be in Spain together, which makes travel for us. So we're definitely going to go visit.
Definitely. But we're excited. That is so awesome.
Wait, I missed out on some. Okay. John says custom 823 with ancient copper.
Ancient copper. Absolutely.
Ancient copper is one of those inks that I don't have from Diamine. Like, how can I not have ancient copper?
I have a sample of it that I've used on and off, and it is very nice. But yeah, I just still haven't gotten the little.
Everybody, this ink gets brought up.
Oh yeah,
we're talking about fall all the time.
All the time.
Right. Anna says my currently inked are Esterbrook Esty Quirky Leaf with Robert Oster Australia Tea. Australia's
Uh-huh.
tea. Twisby Eco purple glow with Wearingful Frankenstein and Esterbrook Esther
Oh,
Raven
yeah.
with Wearingville Black Cat. Oh, those are fun
Very
ones.
nice. Yes.
Yeah. Your
Totally.
last two are like big time, like real Halloween vibes, you know? I love
That's
that.
what it's, it's almost time for me to bring out
Bum,
the
bum,
Halloween
bum.
hands.
Oh, you have Halloween hands?
Of course.
Oh, that's right.
They come out every year.
Vanessa, when did we start? When was our first thing? I was like thinking the other day because we met in September at in Orlando.
Right.
We probably did our first episode like in November. We're coming up on 1 year. Oh, and thank
I
you,
know.
everybody. We're over 1,000 subs now as well.
I know, that's so crazy.
Thank you, friends, for
Yeah.
subscribing. You're so sweet.
We're so excited about it.
So excited. Okay, wait, I'm missing some. Ooh, we got a lot here. It is my vibe, Myrna. I need that pen. Tibaldi, number 60, color and amber yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty.
That's a good one.
I don't know that Tibaldi.
Those Tibaldis are
Tibaldi,
very
the one that
nice.
has like the tassels on the top, the red one with the tassels, that brand?
Yeah, Tibaldi made that one. Yes.
Yeah. Caveco All-Star
But that's
Brass.
the only one they have that has a.
Oh, I like that one. Birmingham ink. I see everywhere. I need some of this too. Petrified wood. This is dangerous for me.
It's pretty good, actually.
I've heard great.
It is very dangerous.
They have like muted colors, which look so nice. That sounds like a beautiful combo. Sophie says, I just got the Caveco All Sport Terrazzo. I love that one for my birthday, for myself. Good girl. And it fits so perfectly for fall. Also loving my blue Earl Grey and Platinum President Burgundy. Oh, that's a pretty one too. I think Earl Grey. I brought out Earl Grey. We were talking about, this is a great fall tea. Fall.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yes, Earl Grey is awesome. Yes.
Earl Grey is that is a very cool Banu pen. Oh my gosh, I missed that one.
They'll restock. It's an exclusive. They'll definitely restock. I think they've restocked twice.
Okay.
Hello, Australia.
Okay. I thought it was
Esterbrook Tortoise. Ooh. Get your Esterbrook Tortoise out. I want to see it up close and personal. Is it in the closet? Yara says, right now I'm using my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande Prugna with Urban Terra de Fue. Prugna. What does that look like? I'm going to look it up.
What is the Prugna? Yeah, that's what I'm like. What? That sounds fascinating.
I know. I learned so much just from this community. Okay, Leonardo.
I know that's what it's cool to have, this interaction between everyone, because it's like they'll throw like ideas out there, like inks and pen combos that I would not have even thought of. I'm like, wow.
Oh, this one's beautiful.
Oh, it's a spaghetti resin.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, it's gorgeous.
That sounds really nice.
My light up here is such a pain. Let's turn this. There.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that beautiful? It reminds me a little bit of is it Promesa, the Scribo, but I think that one is more wine. This one looks more like a burgundy. Yeah, it's really pretty. Really beautiful. Oh, see? I love that.
That is very nice.
Yute says, I love ancient copper and use it all year round. The thing about diamine ink too, it's not a big investment, just like, what am I waiting for?
No.
And it's
it's
so
like
well
you can get
behaved.
the little bottle for.
I went to school.
Yeah, diamond's great ink.
Oh, highly recommend. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. To go to school in Rome, sign me up.
Yeah.
You go, you study abroad, or like you actually like went to university there? I think the only fallish pen I have is the Metropolitan Retro Pop Orange. Oh, that's fun. That's a fun one. I like the Retro Pops. They have like the little designs in the center.
Yeah.
Kenzo Takada ink. Yeah. It's a great shimmery black for autumn. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Shogun has like shimmer in it too. Spaghetti resin.
Yeah, that's shimmery black for autumn that can go right into Halloween.
Yes.
So Very nice.
Very nice. Earl Grey is gorgeous. Have Robert Oster Aussie liquid gold
Mm.
in mind. Gold shimmer. Oh, that would look gorgeous in here, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
totally.
Rose gold trim. Yeah, that Prugna is beautiful with rose gold trim. So pretty. Fall is the best. I feel like this is just
I
like
know, I love
fountain pen
fall.
season, right?
Totally. Yeah. I love the fall colors, all of it. It's just, I mean, I like spring and pastels, but fall, I love the rich jewel tone colors
For sure.
that you can, match with pens and inks and everything. Just, yeah, I'm very excited about that.
My last holdout pen was the Edison that I got from Gold Spot. That was patent pending pink that I said was like my Dunkin' Donuts pen. And I really did love that pen, but like it reached a point and I'm like, I love this pen so much. And it was such a beautiful writer, but like there just reached a point in September where I'm like, I have to tuck you in for just a little nap.
Just for a season. Just a little bit. Yeah.
Even in winter, I can do pinks in winter because like you think like icy blues and pinks, you can do that,
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But yes.
I think of sugar cookies.
Fun. Yes.
Yeah.
There are several American universities in Rome and around Italy. So I did a full 4 years there. Oh, wow. But one study abroad too. Wow,
so cool.
That is really exciting. My daughter's really struggling with the language right now. She teaches in a middle school. Yeah. I mean, she's teaching English in a middle school. She has to commute on, like, she takes a bus to work, and very different experience than like Party Angie in Barcelona. Like now she's like working, commuting in Madrid, but she really loves it. She does. But yeah, the language is difficult. I'm like, well, you're christened by fire there, girl. I just ordered a
you know what? They say that's the best way to learn it is to be there using it. So
she was cursing America for not like teaching kids a second language because she's a speech and language major. She's like, it is totally silly to start teaching a second language when students are in middle school. Teach them in preschool and kindergarten, first grade, when they're like little sponges and they'll absorb it and it will actually, they'll retain it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I know. Yeah. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Spain. I'm sorry. I'm always like,
all right,
cleaning that. So you know what is crazy to me also, that Fountain Pen Day is less than a month away. That to me is so strange. Where did this year go?
Yeah, this year has just flown by like crazy.
I think now that I've been in like the pen community for a couple of years, you realize how quick the calendar is.
Oh yeah.
With regard to pen stuff, because you have like Fountain Pen Day, Black Friday, and then the holidays, and then all the pen shows start, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, Yost.
Yeah, it's like as soon as summer hits. Yeah. Oh, for the next.
Yeah, you just posted that. I'm like, I feel like I was just there. 2 days, I know, which is
yeah.
So exciting.
I know. I feel like it just happened. It just goes by so fast.
Mm-hmm. It sure does.
Yeah.
What have you been drawing with lately? Like, you did some artwork in London that I thought was really beautiful. And I would, if you happen to have your notebook handy, I would love for you to share your sketches.
It's in the little bag.
And you did those with watercolors. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you about that bag. How do you think that bag compares to, remember the Yoseka one that we were thinking about getting, the petite, superior labor? They seem like they're very similar quality to me.
I think this one has more personality.
I would agree.
What I really like what Paganol does is this fabric right here is vintage. And Margot, who she's like the creative designer of the company. It's her company. Mm-hmm. She and her husband, but she's a super creative person. And she salvages all these different types of materials from, thrifting and flea markets. And this is like a 1970s textile which goes very well with Back to the Land, the 70s themed pen.
I love that.
So you can see that really those colors, it's very spot on. But yeah, but this, there's so much personality that so much thoughtfulness that goes into the peg and all. So, I mean, I like Superior Labor, but if I had to choose between Superior Labor and peg and all, I would pick peg and all every time.
It's so beautiful.
So, and this
Adventure
one is
Denali just posted that she got, I think it was that same brand that she had been waiting for so long, and she finally invested, and how happy she was with it. And
yeah, they're very, and sometimes I'll just go on their website and look through all their stuff because I just like the different colors of canvas. This is like, it's a waxed canvas. It's waterproof.
I'm curious size-wise to this petite, because they look very similar, but yours seems more like, I feel like this goes out a bit on the sides and yours is more straight up, or maybe it's just the way they're filled.
It could be the way that the journals are. Yeah, I would have to say that the sizes might be somewhat similar.
Yours might be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure.
I mean, this could be, this holds actually a lot, like where you could use it like as a purse, an everyday purse, which I think that Superior Labor one also holds quite a bit.
It does hold quite a bit. There is a size that has like the gold loops on the side that you can attach a strap. This one you cannot. I think it's the analog, which I think is the next size up, where you can get the little straps. Yeah.
But yeah, I have peg and all. I've got pouches. I mean, there's a peg and all pouch in here.
Oh,
I got pouches. I have a couple of their tote bags, their crossbody.
Kate, we're still chatting. You didn't miss it yet. We're still going.
Yeah, we're still like, we always go off on a tangent. And then we circle back around to pens, and
we kept it pretty loose today, like London and fall. So we're good.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you and Carrie stayed pretty on point.
What were we supposed to be talking? Oh, because we talked about Pelican Hub and I don't remember what else. Their pen roll is amazing, and I have their tote as well, beautifully made. But I also love Superior Labor's tote.
So, I mean, I like both, but yeah, I have to say
like
that
the incorporation of the vintage fabric. I mean, that's pretty special.
I love that, and I have a couple of pouches that I should have brought them with me in here, but they use this vintage fabric on the outside, and it has so much character to it, and it's like something that you don't see every day or can just buy. And they always put them out in these limited batches.
Oh, I love
so yeah, I always look out.
We get back to the hunt, right? It's not something you can get every day. It's limited. It's like, it's something special. It is a little piece of history with the vintage fabric.
And that's what I tend to hold on to, the peg and all stuff. I think I sold one of my tote bags from there because I wasn't using it as much, and it was a color that I wasn't using, but I pretty much hang on to all my peg and all stuff. I love their stuff.
I feel like I look like I'm jaundiced. I do. I look yellow. Hold on. Is that better? That's a little more I think it was whoa.
Now that looks a little.
I think I'm going to go with the cooler color, because I was looking like I was jaundiced, like I needed some sun.
You did not look jaundiced.
I did. Kate says, I like small backpacks. Yeah, it's nice to be hands-free too.
Yeah, definitely. Like when I was carrying that around as a purse yesterday, I had to wear it on my arm or carry it. And I was like, okay, this isn't going to work for me as a purse. As cute as this is, I have to, wear something that either crossbody or I have to on my shoulder. But yeah, I was like, I can't just carry this around.
I know. I think that's, I've had this just on my desk, and it all of my traveler's notebooks live in here.
Yes.
I think I would struggle carrying that around with me. Oh, and we need to talk about traveler's notebooks too, if anybody's.
Here's a brand you might recognize being over there in the Northeast. It's my little miniature L.L.Bean bag.
Of course.
I've had this forever. Yes. So this also has little notebooks in it. So
I think it's so funny that I'm so drawn to the Superior Labor, because when I do go to Maine, we stop in Freeport, which is like the home of L.L.Bean. They have like their massive store. They have an outlet store, and it's the 2-hour point to Orono. So it's halfway to Orono. And I'm like, why am I so jazzed up about Superior Labor? Because
You have L.L.Bean over
I have
there.
L.L.Bean.
It's
Like
a
they
classic.
have so many different styles and stuff. I think it's all in the marketing. Like they haven't, and they're made in Maine. They're,
Yeah,
they're beautiful.
they are. I have a couple of
Show
their
that one again.
totes.
I like jumped right in as you were showing it. Did you have like
It's
the heart embroidered? Did you?
No, it came like that. It was I think it was like it came with like a little syrup and a pancake mix or something.
Oh, that's really
And it
adorable.
was really cute, and I wanted the tote bag. I didn't care about the other stuff. I just wanted
I mean, might
that.
as well use the maple syrup. And what's that clip?
Oh, this is from Galen Leather. It's a Galen Leather brass clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's one.
it's a
Those are
good
really
one.
nice. I was
Yeah,
watching somebody and they said that you can get really cute brass clips on Amazon, like unbranded ones for really affordable. Because I have
really.
all, the Travelers ones I have. Okay, so Travelers just released their US exclusive stuff.
I saw that, and they're like only going to like 3 cities in California for this caravan that has this new stuff, and I want that clip with the caravan on it. And
Oh my
after
God.
I saw that post, I went on their website, and I was like, "There's no way I can get this unless I'm in California."
Well,
So
they
I'm
said they
working
were
on
going
it.
to do like a limited run on their website, like mid-December. Like it's going to be ridiculous.
Oh my gosh!
And all
Yeah,
the people in Europe were like, "Oh my gosh, like we're so sad we can't get this." I'm like, I don't think half the people in America who want this are going to get it.
I don't think so either. I mean, it's
Mm-mm.
just yeah. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled to the Travelers Company Instagram, get their emails.
Let's just make an agreement right now, Vanessa. If one of us gets to it first, just order 2 of whatever
Okay,
you're getting. Deal?
definitely,
Pinky swear.
absolutely. You
All
got it,
right.
buddy.
We got that. Yeah, I just thought it was so cute because it was like road trip. Like because
Yes,
their other
yes.
theme is like love and
I don't get that one. I mean, it's cute, but the road
I
trip
think that
one,
there's something lost in translation is what I
I
think.
think so too.
It's
Because I
called
was
like
like,
love and trip.
yes, and that's what
Sounds like
I remember seeing that, and I
sounds
was
like an
like,
LSD fest.
yeah, I was like, what?
Love and trip. Yeah, it's and then I saw road trip and I was like, "Oh, that one's
Yes.
so good."
And
Like
that one, yeah,
I
that
wish
one
that
like
was
definitely looks awesome. And the one I missed out on that really just gnaws at me to this day is the diners one.
they re-released that though.
Did they?
I got it in the first wave and I haven't taken it out of the box, but they re-released that. You might be able to still get that for
Okay,
real.
I really like that one a lot, like the whole diner design of it. And what do you mean you haven't taken it out of the box? What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I have a problem. I just haven't
Send it over
found
here. I'll take it out of the
well,
box.
to be quite honest, I got that and then I went to Japan. So I got like a couple of the Travelers things from Japan and then those were more meaningful to me and I loved the diners one, but it was so
Yes.
exclusive that they were reselling for crazy money. So I was like, do I really
Oh,
want
oh,
that much? I
that's
was
when,
thinking about selling it and then they re-released it so the value went down.
uh-huh.
And then I was like, I'm not selling it anyways. I like it. I like my little traveler stuff. And then I went and bought the damn Louis Vuitton one. So like, I mean, this is thicker. This is bigger than the
Yeah.
travelers.
I think you did really good with the Louis Vuitton cover. It's very, very nice.
Thank you. How many notebook covers do we really need though, Vanessa? When is enough enough? This is what we should talk about in next week's episode. And we will have to have a guest. We'll have to have a guest speaker because we don't know when enough is enough.
There's never enough. Let's just face it, everybody. We all know this. Why do we lie to ourselves and say this will be the last notebook cover I get? It won't be.
I actually
It never
don't do that.
is.
I've kind of learned. I've learned my personality. I replace fixations. Like I'll be like totally hyper focused on one thing, and then once I'm over that, like now it's pens and notebook covers and stuff like that. But thank you,
I'm the
Kate. I
same.
feel so much better now.
Okay.
We are
Thank you.
enablers here. We are not
I
good.
think Kate might have more than me. Thank you.
And she has a quite an incredible Twisby collection
20.
too. I think I'm at 20 now. Oh, I'm a rookie. I think
don't
I
know.
only have like
I
5.
don't really know how many I have, to be honest with you. It's like,
The
I don't know how
key
many
is
pets
to
I have.
not count, because then you can be like, I don't know, I
Yeah.
have a couple.
Then you become aware, like, I think I have a problem.
Anna says my shirt is so appropriate for this
Me too.
conversation.
Yeah, it is.
Why is it so crooked? My sister-in-law gave this to me, and because I thrift for a living, so I will sometimes wear this
Oh,
out when
yeah.
I'm thrifting, or if
Oh,
I
that's
do
great.
like a thrift haul, I'll wear my retail therapy
That's a great
sweatshirt.
shirt to wear.
I filmed
Yeah,
today for my other channel, so I was
perfect.
wearing that. Oh, and you have
Perfect.
custom-made ones. Oh,
Damn,
man.
Kate. Damn, girl.
Girl. Well, what's really fun about the notebook thing, I actually feel like I'm slowing down a bit on pens this month.
Oh, so you're
Um,
focusing on notebook covers instead.
And I feel like I've been getting some other stuff. One of the things I got with my atlas is, I think I shared this a couple weeks ago, is a plotter, because I didn't have a plotter.
I don't have a plotter. So what's
And
the
I
big deal?
did not want to spend the money out of so I used credit for this.
Yeah.
I kind of love the way that they do their
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
it's actually an insert. So they attach it
Oh,
on the inside, and then you can close it that way. They do have some
that's
really
actually really
interesting
cool.
design things.
I like that better than this, because then you have like that's why I don't have a notebook there right now, but you have that bump.
You have
can
the bump.
sometimes-
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And I hate
their plotter's all about being like very streamlined, very minimal. So why do you ask, does Lori have this? Because I am not minimal at all.
I was going to say, so you have a minimal cover.
In a maximum,
You're not in a maximum world.
I wrote here, home renovations 2024. Like, I did this little card. That was a little DIY I added.
Oh, that is I love that.
Insert. Yeah. And I just said kitchen counters, hardwood floors. I'm like doing my little list. But then they have the little folders, which are really cool. I think this is something that a lot of people talk about, the project folders. So
nice.
they have them. So the whole idea is that you remain focused. So if you're working on one project, you're inside, and it's good for privacy too. So you might want to write some notes on the outside, but then on the inside is your secret project.
It's like the secret,
don't peek,
secret safe of journaling.
Yes. So in here, I've been putting kitchen renovation stuff, which hasn't started yet. And
what do you need to renovate? Your kitchen looks fine.
Oh, thank you. It's more the floors. I'm doing.
Oh, okay. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fine. And yeah. So, anyways, I do. The one thing I can say is I do write every day, all the time, all day long, different notebooks.
See, that's what I appreciate about you. You're very consistent. I took this with me out of town, and I think I might have wrote it for 3 days, and then after that, I was like, eh.
But you still you're more artistic. You draw like your drawings, which I asked you to show and then didn't stop talking after I asked you to show, are beautiful. Yeah. Like, I dream of being able to sketch.
Well, that's what I could just, I'd rather, I mean, I could sketch and describe.
Okay, I wouldn't journal if I could draw like that.
That's what I mean. It's like, I just can't write my feelings down, but I can draw what I see, kind of. I could do sketches. Like, I was very excited to see this beautiful Ionic column at the Roman baths. I thought that was super cool. Yeah, I was like very excited.
So do you take photos, Vanessa, and then draw from your photos?
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, some of the photos I snapped and just going back, and except for I couldn't snap photos of the crown jewels because that was forbidden.
The forbidden jewels. So amazing.
But yeah, it's just some pictures of stuff, and I was just trying to, stuff that I did while I was there. And
no, but you're so nonchalant about it. Like, that's like urban sketching at its finest.
That's what it's basically. That's what it is. It's urban sketching, which I need to get out and do more urban sketching. And of course, fish and chips.
I mean, and just your color choices and the watercolor. So what do you use for your watercolors on the go? Do you use the Traveler set?
No, I don't have that. I would love to have that because it's a cool set. I actually have this little guy. It's by a Korean maker on Etsy. I can't remember his name, but this one you could do 12 colors.
Oh, that is so cool.
And it has little mixing areas, which
fun.
Yeah. So, I mean, like if you're done mixing, you could just wipe it off and shut the, palette back down. But yeah, it's just a cute little
That's really nice.
palette. Yeah. I mean, it's been very, very handy. I've really enjoyed it.
Do you use a
and
special paintbrush? Do you
I do.
recommend?
I do. Let's see. What I carried with me on this, I took it off the cover, but this is from Midori, and I kept my pen in here. I carried my Y Studio pen,
Okay.
and it has platinum carbon ink in it, so I could paint over it.
Perfect.
And then inside of here, I kept a Pentel water brush. Still
Okay.
has water in it. I need to dump that so it doesn't get gross. And then an eraser. But I don't really sketch with pencil too often unless I'm doing like a really serious, detail-oriented type of drawing, like what I do
Yeah.
for Instagram. But yeah,
Okay.
for urban drawings, I just get the pen out and start
And just
sketching.
go.
But I also have like a little mechanical pencil in there too,
Yeah.
which
I
is
love
I
that.
got this at the Boston General when I was
Oh, cool. We got an
Yeah.
eraser there too.
yeah,
We
we
got a
did.
different eraser. Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much my setup.
Jamie says Peg and All have palettes too.
I have one of their palettes. It's a little bit bigger than this, and it doesn't hold as many colors.
Did you notice at Boston General, I don't remember the name of the brand, but they had where you would buy the empty palette and then you could get like a little square.
Yes, it was a little pricey, and I was kind of like,
I was
kind of
eyeing that and I
eyeballing it.
was just like doing the math in my head and I'm like, just look away, Lori, look away
I
because
know, and I mean, it was really, really cute, and that's what the Travelers has, that little one that's like, it looks like it's the size of a credit card. And it folds over itself. And I was like,
yeah.
gosh, that would get, I mean, I could carry that with like the little passport
But my
journal.
thing is I would want to make sure I'm using it. Like I buy these things and then if I don't use it, I would be mad at myself. But I feel like you would. No, I mean it.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's just like I bought just for this one, because I didn't get the Tokyo cover, but what I did get was the Tokyo notebook.
Okay.
And that's what I started writing my notes in, but it didn't continue. And I was like, well, damn it. So,
I'm not really good about my traveler's notebooks. Honestly, there's one notebook that has craft paper in it that has like, I think it's, got it from Starbucks Reserve when I was in Tokyo. So it's got like
yes.
some coffee cover. And I literally put it in my bag. Like in Boston, I just like, whenever we go into a cafe, I will write when I'm in a cafe. I don't put stickers in there. I don't paint. I just like boring write. But then when I do go back, it is nice because it's a different perspective than when I'm like reflecting on the day or when I'm
Yeah.
writing in my morning pages. It's like, oh, I'm here in Boston. I just ordered this, whatever. We just, went to this restaurant or like,
Right.
it's a more in the moment type of journaling, but there's nothing pretty or creative about it. I just write.
That's what I mean. I think that's why I can't do it, is because if you look at my writing, there's nothing pretty or creative about it, because I'm just writing down, like just like
But
recalling.
it doesn't need, I mean, I have just kind of accepted. Yeah, that's what all my journals look like.
I mean, I think on a couple of days, like put my Stonehenge wristband in there.
That's cool.
And
yeah, like junk journal, like throw whatever in
yeah,
there.
in a way, the ticket to the Roman baths.
Vanessa, you did great.
I mean, I'm trying to do it so when I'm like 85 and senile, my kids can read this back to you. Mom, you remember you went to see the Roman baths and you made that funny comment about how they probably had orgies in it? You remember that?
You'll be 85, you'll be like, yeah, that's right.
Damn right. I did say that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is fun to go back. I don't really go back on my morning pages very often because they're kind of nonsense sometimes.
Well, that's more of a brain dump, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like sometimes, and that's why I think I started commonplacing, doing a commonplace notebook where like I write facts, because that I sometimes want to go back and look at quotes or look at like excerpts from a book.
I do something like that too. I collect quotes, like especially quotes about stoicism, because I try to be, have an outlook on life where it's like I like the let them theory, so things don't stress me out. And so yeah, I have in my passport size traveler's book, I have a journal in there where I just write down quotes so I can go back and reread them or something. And,
Yeah, well, you have something where you can actually go back and revisit it, where I started
yes.
getting, or if I do write it in my morning pages, I try to make a point to write it elsewhere. Like if it's, sometimes I'll write about my pens and ink in my morning pages, and then I'm like, what ink was that? And so I've tried to be better. Like if it's that important, like write it in my ink journal or write it in my commonplace notebook so I can refer back, because my morning pages are just a mess. I do want to pop on a comment here because a lot of people mentioned this. Yara said, I recommend Art Toolkit. You'll love it. And then Kate said, I love Art Toolkit.
What is Art Toolkit? Tell me what that is. Where do I find it? Where is it? How much does it cost? How fast will it get to my house?
Leave a link.
These are important things.
Erin says, I used to collect eyeshadows and I'm in the process of turning them into watercolor cakes.
Oh,
fascinating.
That is genius.
How is that working out for you?
Yeah. And
are you on Instagram and show us some samples?
That's what I'm like. And we're both like shooting quick. How do you bind that together? How do you,
Oh, Kate, thank you. Do you know that Kate and I got to hang out at Pelican Hub?
That's really, you mentioned something about that last week, and I was like, oh, that's great. Because we missed her. We missed her when I was in town, but you finally got to meet up and hang out. So
we had so much fun. She was my BFF at Pelican Hub. I was
going to say, so what's the tea on Kate? What's she like?
She was awesome. She was fantastic. I gave her a hug as soon as I saw her, and I'm not sure. By the end of the night, I think that she accepted my hug. At first, I was like, Lori, maybe that was a little much. You just met her.
Come here, bring it in.
I hope I wasn't too much. Shannon says, Art Toolkit, so small, so thin.
Okay, I need to.
Comment after comment.
I need to know what this is.
That's nice. Thank you if you hit that like button.
I have a bunch of different. Okay. So it's the one that Travelers Company uses. Okay.
I have a bunch of different Art Toolkit stuff. I have a bunch of different kits. Oh my gosh. Okay. And they are Port Townsend.
Okay.
Okay.
So do they make their own watercolor cakes, or do I need is it like an empty?
Is it a personalized palette? Like you get the palette?
Yeah. Do I need to put my own tube paint into the palette, that kind of thing? Or
the questions we have,
just so many questions.
All right, I have an idea for our friends here. We should we should give a homework assignment at the end of each episode.
Okay,
so we don't have to do it. Somebody in the audience can do it. So it could be something as simple as write down a quote write down your favorite quote this week with your favorite fall supplies. Somebody else could say, draw an urban sketch the next time you're in the city, or use your watercolors. And it's all about using what we have. So none of our instructions can be go buy 12 art kits.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
We're going to do that anyways.
Right. You're going to do it anyway. You don't need me to push you to.
Okay. Kate saying, no, you put in your own tube kits. Okay. This is another thing. It's just a matter of time before I get those lipstick things.
Sorry, it's like I can see it's fading a little bit.
They have interchangeable palette tins.
That's cool. So
that reminds me of what we saw at Boston General.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. So it sounds like it's magnetic, possibly, or you can take them out, put them back in, kind of thing.
It sounds fun. Okay, so if you have watercolors at home, even if it's a Crayola strip, no excuses. Next week,
that works.
Yeah. I use my ink for watercolors. Like all of my my drawings that I've been doing of my pens that did not get done in 30 days. But I'm essentially using paintbrushes and fountain pen ink and using my fountain pen ink as a watercolor.
It's an ink wash. You're doing an ink wash.
Look at this.
So yeah, it works.
Empty cans. Fill like you want. That's exactly what we saw. I wonder if that was the brand we saw. Kate, is that the brand they carry at Boston General? I wonder. Hey, Shari. Welcome. Just got home. I'm glad you caught us. Yes, they have a magnetic tray. You can choose your own configuration of watercolor pans. Okay. You have a tube. Thank you. Okay, Shari's a watercolor
Daniel Smith
artist.
paints. I haven't tried Daniel Smith, but I hear really good things about that. I use mostly Sennelier I like their paints a lot. And I'm trying to think what other brands, like Van Gogh paint, which I know it's a cheaper grade of watercolor, but I use those mostly for my urban sketching, but the Sennelier are for my professional illustration projects. But yeah, so.
Sounds like fancy ink.
Yeah,
Try them. I can
watercolor
send you
paints are a whole other thing.
I'm like just like gathering that just from these comments.
Oh yes, and it could be expensive.
I bet.
Yeah. But
all right, so then that can be our homework this time next week or 2 weeks. So the reason we didn't wait for every other week is because next week I'm going to be in New York. I'm going this week with my mom, next week with Jay. So I'm not going to be home next Monday. We're probably going to be traveling because I was thinking about broadcasting from New York, but I think we're going to be on the road. So
wait, what about Japan? Is that not happening?
So Japan, the partner who is in charge of like scheduling that has not scheduled it yet. So it is not looking like it's going to happen in November. It looks like now January or February, which could be really good. But we also bumped our trip to Madrid because tickets, we wanted to go November 1st and flights were $2,400 a piece.
Oh, get out of here.
And like this week in October, like the second week in October, they were like 500. I think we paid like 800 for Angelina's, but I'm like, we were only going for 2-3 nights. I'm like, we just can't justify that.
No,
and then Rocco got accepted to the program, and we thought, well, we'll just go when Rocco's there.
Well, that's what, yeah, that's just like my tickets to UK, which I got them back in June. My mom called me. My mom's a travel agent.
Oh, cool.
And she goes, Vanessa, round trip tickets right now are $800. I was like, okay.
That's the day you got to book.
I was like, give me a few minutes. Let me figure some things out. I'll call you back. So I'm over here. So I was like, okay, I can rearrange this and do this, and trying to hustle
figure it out.
Figure it all out. And I called right. Okay, I said, okay, I can do this.
Oh, I'm so glad. It looked
like
they
were super cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. So Japan looks like it's the Japan trip is going to happen. Whether or not it happens at a time that works out for me, I mean, I'm going to pretty much try to make it work out, but it doesn't look like it's 2024. I think it's going to be January or February.
Okay.
Which I don't mind.
So that gives me time to get my list together.
Yes.
To send with you.
Yes.
I want to go so bad to Tokyo. Somebody please send me to Tokyo. Somebody.
Are you going to Istanbul?
No, not this year.
Okay.
After this trip, I'm kind of a little bit traveled out international travel wise.
I can see that.
I mean, if I go anywhere else, it might be Austin at the end of the month to see my sister.
Nice.
And me and Aaron were talking about maybe New York in December.
Oh yeah, we were talking. So
yeah. So she and I have been talking about that. So that's what I'm like. I think that's all I'm going to do for the rest. I'm just the packing. And moving around, it's a lot, and adjusting to the time, it's just, I mean, I'm getting older, guys. I don't bounce back like I used to. Okay.
No more late nights at the pub.
No, not this girl.
All right. I'm very excited about all the conversation with the inks. And Kate, we should meet up in Harvard Square again. I shall meet you there. And we will have a pen date. So that was one of the things we discussed with Kari, was talking about like journal meetups, because she does them on a monthly basis up in Canada. And it sounds like such a lovely thing. And I think all of us would like to, I know we spend a lot of time talking about stuff and new stuff and things we want.
Yes.
But we also are all very fortunate to have in abundance, some of us more than others. But I think everybody has a nice notebooks, a few pens we can use, some inks that make us happy, and just like ways we can just use them and love them. Right? I had a question on that notebook. Is that refillable?
Of course it is.
Okay.
These little brass things.
They look like a flatbed.
That's exactly what they do. They you can see right there.
Mm-hmm.
Put I mean, it's actually a penny didn't fit into it, but I had something here.
Oh, cool.
That twists it. But yeah, it actually, when you run out, you can unscrew these and you can buy a refill, I think for like $18 of
Can
refill
you
paper.
only do their ink paper?
I mean, I think you could do whatever fits. I was actually thinking, what if I took some Cosmo Air paper
Right,
and
because you're going to want some Tomoe River.
right?
Yeah.
So that was actually something that crossed my mind because, it's an A5 size and,
Yeah.
I
Well, keep us posted on that because
will.
that is a really beautiful
It is.
notebook.
I mean, it's just it just feels so quality.
And I remember because I went back to Boston
We were
General.
both eyeballing it that day too. We're like, oh,
Yes, and I've been
hello.
back since, and like the suede on the inside, like the raw, it's just
Yeah, it
gorgeous.
has just. It's like the leather that old vintage Coach has. If anyone's familiar with Coach handbags
Yeah.
back, like in the 90s, how that leather feels, how it was real, like just.
It's gorgeous.
That's what this feels like. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry if
just,
I'm
and it's.
missing comments here. I know a lot of people are talking about ink. I'm a small batch watercolor maker as well. Always happy to talk
Get
pigment
out
and
of
paint.
here.
I've
So
been making my own paint for years. I mean,
do you speak Italian too? Like from all
she
that time
lived
in
in
Rome?
Italy. She probably does.
And you make, wow.
Japan is amazing. Everyone has to go.
I know. I want to go.
You'll
Allison,
get
you
there,
want to send
Vanessa.
me?
You'll get there. What do you say,
Someday.
Lumpy? Are you getting tired? My room is
Oh
getting
my gosh, he's so
black.
cute. Lumpy, you're just adorable.
You're such a cute.
You're so cute. I just want to
He's so
scratch your face
mellow.
out with my fingers.
He's gotten so mellow with my shows. I feel like when I go, he's
used to it.
either at my feet or he goes up there because we try to get a nice walk in before.
Oh, that's a good
the
idea.
show.
You just kind of wear him out a little bit, and yeah. Well, he's getting older too, so he's not quite as energetic as
We went to
So
a local beer garden yesterday, and there was a little puppy. He was 3 months old, and he was a golden doodle, but he was like the same size as Lumpy, but he had straight hair, and they were like the exact same color. They were the sweetest things, but he was a puppy. And like, I still think of Lumpy as a puppy, but now he's like a year and a half, more than a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then when I see a real puppy, I'm like, oh, you're such an old man, Lumpy.
That's what, yeah, he's calmed down a lot since we first started doing this show. Because remember, you would like get into stuff and he would just.
He was all over the place.
Now he's just chilling. He just chills.
A chill boy. He's a chill boy. He is. Well, thank you, everybody. I feel like we should respect your time. It's been an hour and 42 minutes. I must have missed you, Vanessa. We had a lot to catch up on today. Thank you for like doing this last minute. I didn't even post the like countdown. Like we posted on Instagram, but I didn't like log into StreamYard and set this up until like 4:45.
Yeah. She sent me a text yesterday. He's like, hey, you want to? I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bettina is going to Japan. So she was asking me for some recommendations. I have a bunch of videos from Japan. Is there one thing you just have to get stationery wise if you go to Japan, as in the general you? One thing.
I was like paper, like
their stationery is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. A lot of the stores have exclusive inks. I don't know if any of you follow Liane Likes, Liane. She's the one who started with Simone. They did like the 8-pen questions.
Oh, okay.
That everybody does. So she's a love, and she just got back from Japan. So I was watching her stuff because she got like an exclusive ink from Bungo Box. She got the Itoya, the green lami from Itoya or Ginza that has the gold. So I tried to go for a lot of the exclusives. Like I got a lami there at the time, the Itoya lami, which was like a taupey color, which I really love. This was it says Itoya on it. Also, Itoya has a bunch of, if you're a Disney person, they have a lot of Disney inks, which I totally like didn't get into when I was there. And in hindsight, like, why not? Like, why not get a couple Disney inks? They have a lot of fun exclusives. I would honestly, Bettina, just do your homework. And I really think you need to decide what's the most important thing to you, because I went to Starbucks Reserve. I kind of went crazy with Traveler's Notebooks. I went to the one at Tokyo Station because that was close to me. I went to the one at the airport at Narita. I went to Starbucks, and then I got overwhelmed because I got so much. Yes. Yes.
But overwhelmed in a good way, right?
In a
Like
good
it was
way. No
like,
regrets,
it
friend.
was like not like, yeah, like, oh
But
my
I think
gosh, what
the
did I just
next
do?
time I go, I think I'm going to focus more on like I didn't get to Hachimanjia, I didn't get to Bungu Box, I didn't get to Ancora, like none of those small shops. I
Yeah.
also would love to go to like the Superior Labor store or
Yes.
like I didn't go to a lot of like not a lot. I feel very lucky. I did a lot. Itoya you kind of have to go to, but I feel like a lot of the things at Itoya, besides a couple of the exclusives, you can get online. It's a
Right.
big department store. I mean, it's like 12 floors, but the third floor are the
Right.
fine writing instruments. Um, but it depends on what kind of shopper you are. Like if you want the more, like a lot of people want to go to Ancora because they can create their own sailor pen. And I think you're just making a
And
profit, but it's
that's true.
fun. You know, every time I watch a video on somebody who has been to Japan, I'm like, oh gosh, I did not go there. I did not go there. There's
So you need
another,
to be making a list and like just be
and then you think
ready.
you're going to get to everywhere, but realistically, like they're in different neighborhoods, and some of the
Yeah.
things you got to take trains to get to. So I think I mean, my experience will be different. Like we were walking distance from Tokyo Station. So I spent a lot of time at that Traveler's Notebook store at Tokyo Station. I went there a couple times. And I also went to Ginza wasn't far. And then Mazutan or Mazuran, there was a bookstore. And I didn't even realize that they had such a great selection of pens, but they did. And they had a lot of stationery. Yes, the paper is definite. Because
Yeah,
you're
that's
going
what
to
like
just do
paper.
better. Kingdom Note is another one. Leanne was talking about Kingdom Note. She adds a couple exclusives from that store. Nagasawa would be amazing. Like there's honestly so many. I think you need to decide what's most important for you and whether it's Traveler's Notebook. I mean, the Starbucks Reserve is such an experience, such a beautiful building. And then I had a comment. Someone said, I can't believe you walked all the way to Starbucks Reserve and you didn't go, I think the Traveler's Notebook store. There was another main store that was like a 10-minute walk. And I just didn't know. I would have
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
gone.
you didn't know, but oh my
There's
gosh.
just so much.
It just makes all this talk just makes me want to go even more now.
There's
I
a store
want
of
to go.
pigments also that you can do your own ink. That I think is
Wow.
isn't that Ancora? That you can mix. They have like a mixologist. There's a gentleman there that mixes inks, and he's only there on certain days. I think that's Ancora, if I'm not mistaken. And he was also doing workshops for Itoya. They have like a workshop space on their basement floor, or somewhere around there. And this
Wow.
gentleman, he's on their website. You'll see him. And cute things from Japan. Yes, they were at Stationery Fest.
Yeah.
See, and yes,
The toilet
museums.
and bidet museum.
I did not know they had a toilet and bidet
I
museum.
think that, I think there's a museum for just about anything.
But they
these
do have the
days.
cleanest bathrooms I've ever been in my life. I
Well,
think
so,
I mentioned that. The
so
mall
then they
where they
have to
play
have a
music.
museum.
They have music, they have scents, they're like splashing your bum. There's like noise and the birds singing. Like, I'm not joking. It was unbelievable. The best bathroom experience you'll ever have is in Tokyo.
Is in Japan?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Here's one thing I can recommend with my whole heart, and it has nothing to do with pens. We went to is it Shibuya? What's the one that has like the all the crazy intersections and the lights? It's like Times Square on steroids.
Oh gosh, I don't know, but I've seen photos.
But
I
I
know what
think
you're talking about.
I think it's through Groupon, but it is a ramen noodle tour. Look it up. It was like $100, and you go to like I think we went to 8 ramen noodle shops, and it's a walking tour. You got to wear your sneakers.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was so awesome. They had like very traditional ramen. They had modern ramen. They had me being the Italian. They had the modern ramen. You could get pesto ramen. It was so good. And then they had and the tour guide was this young girl. She was fantastic. That was such an exceptional tour. In fact, I said to Jay the next time, because we went to some meals in Japan where I didn't know what was in front of me. And I was like, I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. I think it's still alive. Like I was just like, I
Oh
couldn't do it.
no.
But the ramen tour was phenomenal. Shibuya Crossing, yes. So we met. That was our meeting place. She had like a little sign up. And it was just so cool because there was this woman from India who was traveling. There was this young guy, this young, like I would say he was like 25, 28 years old. And he had just gone through a breakup. And he was from London and he was here traveling. There was a young married couple. There was another crew from the States. And I went with the wife of the partner who Jay was working with. She set it up because her daughter had done
really
it.
Cool.
It was really good. And the food was delicious. Okay. Allison says, also check the days they are open. Some of the smaller shop stores close midweek. That is great tip. Yeah, Shibuya was nuts. It was fun. Okay. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Vanessa, welcome home.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Yes. Next time we meet, bring your urban sketches, and the ones you did in London don't count. We have to do new ones.
Yes, I'll do some Houston urban sketches, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to find a place to go do that. I'm thinking, like in my mind, I'm like, where do I even go?
Maybe if you go to Austin. I don't know if you go to Austin before then, but
yeah, I think Austin would be in like just towards the end of the month. So I have to find something in Houston, I suppose.
I was in the North End in Boston. I took a few pictures of a couple of the buildings there. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Thank you all so much. Remember, stay juicy, bitches.
Stay juicy, bitches.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Toodaloo.
Bye, everybody.